The sounds of a neighborhood under attack. A gunman firing shots randomly at drivers.
The passenger window shot out. It looks like the bullet is still lodged inside the front driver's door.
Victim after victim, targeted and terrorized.
All three of them, including my husband, described a laser beam, a red beam that they could see being pointed at their heads.
So many gunshots, it woke up families in their homes.
I saw gunshots. I saw it was still dark, so I saw the flash from the gun.
A morning of terror that tonight has the neighborhood asking if the shooter was one of their own. Now, because of procedure, police are not yet confirming whether the man at the center of the investigation, who owns the car that police searched for hours and who does live in that neighborhood, is in fact the shooter.
But they are saying that the gunman was carrying two guns, a semi-automatic handgun and a semi-automatic Tommy gun. And we were first to report on click2houston.com that the man shot by police was wearing Nazi paraphernalia during the attack.
Now, the gunman is dead, shot and killed by police on the scene, but not before he wounded 9 innocent people. 6 of those wounded were taken to the hospital.
We have live team coverage of this unfolding story. We begin with Channel 2 investigator Robert Arnold, who broke the Nazi angle of this story. Robert is now live in the neighborhood.
Police and FBI agents are still scouring this condominium complex, cataloging evidence. Officers say the gunman used one of those trees for cover in what was a lengthy gun battle with officers. His motive is still not known. After the gunman was shot and killed by police, they scoured his black Porsche for clues. NBC News managed to get a shot of this notebook taken from that car with what appears to be a swastika on the cover. Sources tell KPRC the gunman was wearing what looked to be an antique German uniform with more swastikas on it.
We did find some old Nazi emblems about some of his not merchandise, but his personal effects. And I understand there are also some where he lived.
Our sources say Nazi flags, jewelry, and paintings were found inside the suspected gunman's apartment on Law near Wesleyan. The FBI is also investigating.
To what extent that played, I don't know, because there's also other, what I would refer to as historic or vintage military stuff within the apartment going back to the Civil War.
Police say the gunman was carrying a .45 caliber pistol and a Tommy gun. This is a picture of what one of those guns looks like. Police say they've collected 100 pieces of evidence. That includes 75 spent shell casings. They say the gunman was stocked with 600 rounds of ammunition. His rampage through this West University area shopping center left 9 wounded, all expected to survive. Police won't confirm his identity, but the black Porsche the gunman was driving is owned by Houston lawyer Nathan Desai. Police say at this time they do believe this gunman acted alone. Now, agents with the ATF say the guns he had were bought in Houston and College Station, and he was licensed to carry. Investigators also say at this time they find no links to extremist groups. Reporting live from Southwest Houston, Robert Arnold, KPRC, Channel 2 News.
Thank you, Robert. Now, the first link to the man at the center of this investigation was this Porsche found at the scene. Officers spent hours searching that car for weapons or anything else that might help in the investigation. Now, the car is registered to Nathan Desai. Tonight, we are hearing from people who knew him. Channel 2 investigator Joel Eisenbaum live tonight with that new insight into this neighborhood attack. Joel?
Dominique, I don't think I've ever heard of a mass shooting suspect who attended a regular weekly card game, but Nathan Desai did. And in terms of this Nazi memorabilia, not one person we talked to today had any knowledge of it. In fact, there may have been some other secrets. It doesn't immediately make sense that a mass shooting suspect could be a buttoned-down, highly educated attorney.
He was a regular at one of our card games, just completely would not have expected. If it would have been anybody, it would not have been him.
He was a damn good lawyer. I was proud to be his partner.
But that law partnership unraveled under financial strain, and unmarried 46-year-old Nathan Desai was having trouble making ends meet going it alone.
He's worried about because his law practice is not running good, so he's worried about that all the time.
Does he own guns as far as you know?
Oh yeah, he does.
Desai kept guns, his father told us, primarily to protect himself against potentially disgruntled clients. Perhaps reasonable because he represented criminals. And in fact, to most who knew him, he didn't seem odd.
He was friendly, he was courteous, cheerful, you know, just all around a great guy. You know, somebody that you wouldn't have any problems having a beer with.
Nathan Desai visited his parents here in their quiet Southwest Side neighborhood just yesterday, less than 24 hours ago. His father reports to me that Nathan left rather quickly yesterday, but he didn't make much of it. We're live on the Southwest Side. I'm Joel Eisenbaum, KPRC, Channel 2 News.
Much about him, obviously, no one knew. Thank you so much, Joel. Some of our viewers were able to capture the chaos on camera. This video, which goes on for about 4 minutes, shows officers in close proximity of the gunman. Sion Rhodes spoke with the man who shot this video. Now, Sion, this must have been terrifying for him to watch.
He says it was a mix of fear, but also curiosity that led him and his wife to the window of their second-story apartment that gave them a full direct view of the chaos outside.
Whoa.
Joshua Olson and his wife woke up to what sounded like a war zone, and it was right outside of their apartment.
And we heard pop, 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 pop.
Olson grabbed his phone and started recording.
I just wanted to document what was going on. I thought it was interesting. I mean, in hindsight, I should have kind of stepped away from the window. I think one of my neighbors got a bullet through their window.
The couple watched and listened. Houston police officers exchanged gunfire with the suspect.
So we had, look, he done bought out the big gun.
The cop was lying prone with an assault rifle at the suspect.
Jeez.
After another barrage of bullets, silence.
They going in like a lot, like they done gotten this guy or something.
They must have shot him.
It was a very weird experience. Kind of adrenaline was kind of running. It was surreal.
The shooter was down, leaving the Olsons to process what they just witnessed.
I mean, it's just a typical day. You're waking up doing stuff, and I mean, a mass shooting occurs. I mean, that's wild. I hope we can improve society. We need to stop having these things.
Quite a thing to witness. Joshua says he was very impressed by the HPD officers on scene. He's glad none of them were hurt, and he's praying for the best for the people who were injured. Reporting live, Sion Rhodes, KPRC, Channel 2 News.
Thank you, Sion. Joshua's was not the only video captured by a Channel 2 viewer. Now, this video was given to us by Lee Williams. You can hear the gunshots and see one officer as the shots were fired. You can watch this video and the video Sion showed us on click2houston.com. That's where we have extended coverage of today's neighborhood attack.